Greetings and welcome to Friday Night Football. Dennis Cometti here. It's good to be back. Boy, did I miss it here in Docklands. Patchy crowd, but fair to say all the major genders are represented. My ally in the box for this match will be Matthew Richardson. Welcome, Richo.
Thanks, Den. It's great to be here.
Today it's the Saints versus the Hawks. They run on in full confidence. They're looking sharp and the crowd are appreciating it. They run on in full confidence. They're looking sharp and the crowd are appreciating it. By contrast, just waiting for the opening siren. Here we go. It's St Kilda versus the Hawks. Carlisle with the ball. Gains possession. Run control to Major Tom. He wins the contest. Lining up the goal now. 45 metres out. Gets off a wobbly kick. Is it high enough, long enough, straight enough? And the ball goes over the boundary line, close to goal. Carlisle kicks. Almost a touch of synchronised swimming about that mark. Minus the peg. Ross, the better man there. Boots it. He's done a Lady Gaga. He kept everyone guessing. Run control to Major Tom. Out of bounds, dangerous spot near the goal. Throw in from the boundary line. The throw is accurate. Hickey totally outclassed in that contest. Hodge likes his chances for goal. Hodge gets the ball rolling with the first goal of the game.
Hodge is one of the most astute decision makers in the game. Footy is becoming more and more a thinking game, and you can't be out there purely on physical ability. He's a great asset to his club.
McAvoy, try swinging your purse next time. Rich coming from a guy wearing makeup. He gathers the loose ball. Stevens on the ball at the moment. Gives it to the running man. Hand passed by Webster. He holds his breath. Kicks goalward, but it won't have the desired outcome. Looks like he'll go out wide. A kick to himself and play on by Stratton. Has he? Yes, he's paid it.
Mitchell is one of the most astute decision makers in the game. Footy is becoming more and more a thinking game, and you can't be out there purely on physical ability. He's a great asset to his club. He drops the mark. Stevens finds the running player. His approach looks good. The ball's travelling. Stevens gets a huge goal. St Kilda take the lead.
Ruckman awaiting the bounce. The umpire has bounced the ball.
McAvoy will give you a competitive contest in every hit-out, I can assure you of that. But the midfielders are going to have to work really hard to earn the centre clearances off his ruck work. Impey has slotted it through for a six-pointer. The Hawks, with that never-say-die attitude, have taken the lead back.
The ball is bounced. Deftly palmed to advantage. He controls the bouncing ball. He's got the footy in his hands. Gets boot to leather. Almost a touch of synchronised swimming about that mark. Minus the peg. Word is this guy is the most reliable kick for goal on the side. Puopolo going for number one. Perfect kick. Hawthorne in front. You can feel the intensity build as both ruckmen prepare for the bounce. Tapped by McAvoy, a favourable bounce. The spilled ball is collected. Handballs to the running man. Carlisle is starting to get a lot of the football. Kicked by O'Mara. He takes control of the loose ball. A short handball in the back. They should dust him for fingerprints. Nice drop punt. Great mark. Ross slams it on the boot. Dropped by Bakers. You wouldn't want to meet him in a dark alleyway. The spilled ball is collected. Carlisle on for St Kilda. The clock ticks down, only a minute left. Intercepted. Was that a throw? I think it was. Burgoyne in no hurry as he prepares for the kick. Testing shot outside the 50 with a kicking technique that's a bit like a suitcase in which we're trying to pack too many things into. Brown takes it out on the full. And the ball goes over the boundary near the 50. Richo, do you weight him for this kick?
Not a chance, Dennis.
Impey might struggle for this distance. Couldn't complete the mark. Puopolo takes a shot. McDonald setting up the play. Sends it out of the defensive 50.
Right. He's really good at reading the play out on the field. He just needs to start doing it faster. He gets boot to the ball. He's got the ball out even when being tackled. Interception. Ball comes out as he goes down. O'Meara passes it. Impey dishes it off to the running man. That's a mark.
He surely won't miss from this distance. He takes the shot. Sometimes words just aren't enough. The first goal for Roughhead. That's 2 in a row for Hawthorn. The Hawks with a handy break, leading the Saints 24-7. First hand's important. Casanova would have been jealous of that pickup. Dunstan with the ball. Booted by Bruce. Stratton with the mark. Puts boot to ball. Time to check the stats. Richo.
The Hawks with 16 kicks and the Saints with 15 kicks. Not much in it. Neither team are giving an inch in the terms of marking. The Saints on 7 and Hawthorn on 6. St Kilda way out in front of Hawthorn with the possessions, 66% next to their name.
Hadn't thought of it quite like that, Richo. Second quarter, here we go.
Develop the winning edge. Small differences in your performance can lead to large differences in your results.
Short handball from Hodge. Timely handball. Bruce intercepts it. Clean pickup by Schoenmakers. He's racking up possessions. Mitchell dishes it off by hand. Going for goal number 1. Burgoyne misses and gets it behind. Might have to kick it to himself. McDonald playing on out of the goal square. McDonald kicks hard along the boundary line. Able to grab it on the half volley. Rioli marks.
Rioli can achieve anything he sets his mind to. The sky is the limit for this guy. Passes by hand.
Hickey wins the tap. Terrible timing by McAvoy. Takes possession. Penetrating hand pass. He gets tackled as he hands it off. Choose to kick it. Great grab. Don't take too long lining up for goal. Invariably, the mind messes up more shots than the body. Nunes going for number 1. He was celebrating the moment that left his boot. St Kilda are on the ropes right now.
Nunes has the passion for this game, and that shines through every time he plays.
Carlisle doesn't waste that opportunity. Intercepted. Bruce just got cleaned up and sent back to Neverland. Akers throws it clear as day. His kicking is unbelievable. Some people don't go that far for their holidays. Talking to a football doesn't do much good unless you do it while your opponent is lining up. Roughhead has the chance to add one more to his tally. Chalked up a goal for Hawthorn. The Hawks leading 3 goals the difference. You can feel the intensity build as both ruckmen prepare for the bounce.
Hawthorn have just been so dominant in the ruck, and that's been able to give their midfielders so much time and space, and that's why they lead this match. Stevens shoots for goal. Got the distance and the accuracy.
The umpire set to bounce to restart the game. McAvoy gets onto the ball. Wright pushes in the back like an old lady poking her umbrella at a wasp's nest. Slams it on the boot. Puopolo with the mark. As cool as a prize marrow as he lines up for this shot. 45 metres out. Puopolo with the shot. The Hawks get a goal. He's bagged a couple now. Hawthorn can calm down now and focus on increasing this 3-goal lead. Methodically, the umpire bounces it beautifully.
Hawthorn are dominating the clearances and really giving their forwards plenty of opportunity, and I think that's why they've got the lead. Great move to be able to work into an uncontested position. McAvoy with the mark. That's a very bad kick. The mark will be paid.
Right, sends one up towards the wing. Marks. Jams it on the boot now. A great effort. Works it across the ground. Bruce grabs that one.
Bruce takes a lot of marks during a game, but a lot of them seem to be juggled. If he can just get cleaner hands on the ball, it's just going to give his opponents less chance to spoil in the contest. He boots it. It's a mark, lining it up with the goal now.
Membry takes a shot at goal. Goal to St Kilda. The Saints will be worrying now. The ruckmen giving each other the ice-cold killer stare-downs as they wait for the bounce. McAvoy knocks it down the field. Gains possession. Bump by Smith. The ball's come out of the pack like a chocolate bar from a slot machine. That kick has gone well wide and hit the point post on the full. Free kick. Hit the point post. Out of bounds on the full. Kick by Stephen. And the mark will be paid. Brown boots it. Almost a touch of synchronised swimming about that mark, minus the peg. Kicks the skin off it. He's chopped that one off. Gets a handball away. It's with him now. He runs for the goal. Gets the loose ball. Finding the running player. What a big hip and shoulder. He's got it. Stephen intercepts it. Brown with the running catch. Sends the ball to open space. Here's Richo with his stats.
Terrible stats for the Hawks, but they're getting results in the end, and the score is what counts.
You always have that unique perspective on things, Richo. Well, I hope you enjoyed that first half. Back soon with half number 2. The third term is underway.
They struggled throughout the first half, but there's still a half a game to go.
He takes control of the loose ball. Hickey gets the hand pass. Ball up in the centre square. Palms it down nicely. With the ball now. McDonald marks on the run. He kicks and clears the ball out of the 50. Word is this guy is the most reliable kick for goal on the side. Going for goal number 1. It's in the air. Nice kick. Gets his first. The Hawks lead by 3 goals. Both ruckmen have their eyes on the ball. The ball is bounced. Hickey looked about as coordinated as Disney's Goofy. Clean hands with a difficult bouncing ball. The mark is taken by Bruce.
Well, St Kilda haven't been able to set up many shots at goal, but I'm not sure that's the forward's fault. The ball has been coming in way too slow. You can't expect your forward to kick a winning total that way. He doesn't want to take too long lining this shot up.
Takes it well. Word is this guy is the most reliable kick for goal on the side. Steele will be kicking from, as they would say, downtown. 40 metres out. Well, if you could hand-pick a position, this is it. Straight in front of the goals. Goal. When he's on song, he sings a very good song. That's 2 now. He's playing well.
Membry really wears his heart on his sleeve.
McAvoy nicely outclassing Hickey. He controls the bouncing ball. There'll be a ball up in the centre square.
McAvoy is just a real workhorse in the ruck, and I reckon his teammates really appreciate his uncomplicated approach to the game. He kicks the ball. Stevens with good strong hands. Sending it on its way. That's a mark.
Lining up the goal now. Not the easiest of angles, this one. He's taking the shot from about 30 degrees. Nunes hammers the ball for goal. Nunes manages to sneak it through. That's 2 in a row for the Saints. 2 goals can bring this back for St Kilda. Clean tap by McAvoy in the back. They should dust him for fingerprints. Carlisle goes to midfield.
Stevens is really starting to get into the right positions on the ground. That's a mark. He lines it up with the goal. Membry with the shot. The goal for St Kilda. It's all tied up on the scoreboard.
A brief moment of serenity before the ball is bounced and the ruckman unleash. McAvoy wins the tap. Terrible timing by Hickey. Gains possession. The clock ticks down with only 90 seconds left. He gathers the loose ball. Gresham with the mark. Delivers the footy with a beautiful drop pass. Marked by Duray.
Duray is just an absolute superstar when it comes to marking. Plenty of space for a very easy mark. McAvoy boots it. It's a mark.
Stephen gets a less than pretty drop punt away. Only a minute remaining. Ross looking a real threat out there when he pulls in contested marks like that one. Chips it down towards half forward. Great grab. He surely won't miss from this distance. It's a beautiful angle right where you need it. McAvoy. That will settle his nerves. The first goal is always welcome.
McAvoy really wears his heart on his sleeve.
Ruckman awaiting the bounce. A dead straight bounce. Deft touch from Frawley. Carlisle controls. Hickey has finally come off and he's heaving like a crazed tuba player. Brown gets the interception on the bounce. Steele gets the mark without contest.
Steele is a smart guy, but he's got to keep a cooler head so he can make the right decisions more often, concentrating hard as he lines up the goal. Stevens can level the scores with this one. The huge kick makes it through the goals. We're all tied up.
Good bounce. Frawley is a class above. I expect he'll continue to dominate Brown. Marked by Gresham. Low kick. Hodge the better man there. Kicks it. Hands like dinner plates. Kicked by Brown. Richo, what did the stats tell us?
The tackling has been really equal in this match so far. The Hawks 38, the Saints 26. St Kilda dominating the possessions, and that's really reflected on the stat sheet. 67% to 33%.
Much appreciated, Richo. The pressure's on. It's the final quarter.
The more difficult the victory, the greater the happiness in winning.
McAvoy takes advantage. Schoenmakers just squeezes the kick out. Exclamation point. How about that? Hands like dinner plates. Steele gets a less than pretty drop punt away.
Bruce shown a lot of character with his recent performances. Webster there to mop up. Nice interception. Duray with handball. He takes a quick ballet break. Robertson passes it. His approach looks good. He takes a strong mark.
A routine, strictly speaking, is not a routine if you have to think about it. Membry slots the goal. Goal number 4, and I'm sensing there'll be another, and maybe even more, given the opportunities he's getting. Carlisle did not ease up. Has it now. Schoenmakers pounds it long to his teammates. Strong mark. Nice goal from Roughhead. Goal for goal now.
Roughhead, it's really good at reading the play out on the field. He just needs to start doing it faster.
McAvoy directs it down. Casanova would have been jealous of that pickup.
Smith is just a real slippery customer if you give him any space. He marks the ball. He lines it up with the goal. Roughhead goes for home. Nice kick.
The ruckman, conscious of where their teammates are, they wait for the bounce. McAvoy got the hit out. Schoenmakers sticks out his hands and collects the ball. Hodge on the ball at the moment. The ball's come out of the pack like a chocolate bar from a slot machine. An easy grab for Stevens. Bumps the pigskin. Over the top of the pack. Time drying up with only 2 minutes to go. Chance to level the score. He kicks it, gun barrel straight. Goal for goal now.
Nunes. He's got good knowledge of the game and he can see the events unfolding in front of him, but he just needs to react a little faster.
Mitchell taken high, and he'll get the free kick. Kicks. Solid as a rock, and he comes away with a lovely contested mark. Roughhead lines it up. Is it high enough, long enough, straight enough? He'll be happy with that. Hawthorn up by 1 goal. The ruckmen giving each other the ice-cold killer stare-downs as they wait for the bounce.
McAvoy obviously loves playing for the club. I can't imagine him being anywhere else. Schoenmakers takes a shot. Hitting the post on the full, hands the ball straight back to the opposition. He's hit the post on the full. He really needs to lift his game. 90 seconds to go. Tap. Wright gets the ball. Gives it to the running man. No doubt in the umpire's mind there at all. Free kick.
You know more about him than me, Richo. Reckon he can bag this one?
It's just too far out for him, Dan.
Mitchell on the borderline of his range. The Hawks with a 2-goal margin at the moment. You can feel the intensity build as both ruckmen prepare for the bounce. McAvoy gets onto the ball. Handballs from the tackle. Mitchell has the ball. Mitchell is coming off. I can't understand that. We need to speak to the coach. He hasn't done a thing wrong all day, so why bench him? He's got the football now. Hodge taken high, and he'll get the free kick. Can he kick it from here, Richo?
He should have no problem kicking this one through.
Hodge aiming for the goals. Pinpoint accuracy from Hodge. Hawthorn could score the last 3 goals. Hawthorn leading, 3 goals the difference. McAvoy outstretches his opponent to win the ruck. Bounces favourably for Schoenmakers, is in his possession. Going for goal number 1. Robertson watches as it sails through the air. The Saints won't be happy to see that scoreboard. Great bounce.
It's great for a team when they have a winning ruckman who can really direct his hit-outs. Hawthorn have had a superb supply all match long. Good mark. Membry boots it. He doesn't want to take too long lining this shot up. He slams that on the boot. Robertson marks the ball.
He gets a free kick. He kicks it. Robertson. The Saints have scored the last 2 goals. 2 goals can bring this back for the Saints. He's got the footy in his hands. Schoenmakers boots it. Stephen wins the marking contest. That's a massive kick. Has he? Yes, he's paid it. A desperate kick there. Gilbert with the mark. What an exciting match. So close. But in the end, it was Hawthorn. Richo, how did you see their performance in today's game?
That was one of the best games I've seen.
Much appreciated, Richo. The final score of this match is Hawthorn 79, St Kilda 73. That's it for us. I will see you again, but not yet. Not yet.
Fighting the pups with a grin.